to have the mind at at optimum level, there's many different variables you have to take into consideration. Yeah, I'll probably spend that time working, man, to goal succeed.
But you don't get bored either. Like I said, what do you attribute your curious brain to? You don't seem to get bored, and you don't mind doing things for long stretches of time.
Wow, you can see that, huh?
Well, I know you. I mean, I can't get a hold of you during the day. It's like, and
this is where we find equilibrium in paradoxes, because paradoxes now, when you have, it's based on contradictory, but then the same contradiction now, something is established in this contradiction because the guy is removing his art. But the paradox is these two individuals, polar opposite end of the stick, they test each other with a passion, but yet their very existence, their very craft, their very livelihood is really contingent on each other. Because the guy don't clean the wall, the graffiti artists have nowhere to draw. And if the graffiti artists don't draw, the guy have nowhere to clean. So this is what we call
But you know that getting into it as a graffiti artist, you know that you are going to be painted over at some point. I mean, it's not like you're in your apartment painting something and you finish and somebody comes into your window and paints over it. And that's sort of the beauty of being an independent artist, because people can't light your art on fire. You know, it's your art. You can protect it. So
that's true.
But there's always.
And this is where we find equilibrium in paradoxes, because paradoxes now, when you have, it's based on contradictory, but then the same contradiction now, something is established in this contradiction, which we call an equilibrium. And I have a very particular song I play where I use this ring as a slide guitar. And I wrote it after a dog I fell in love with. I fell in love with this dog, and the dog died. And I wrote the song a few days later. It's called A Dog Called Friday. The dog name was Friday. And I used this ring on my finger to play the slide guitar.
So you're always ready to slide. Is that true? Because if it stays on there, but you're always ready to slide. So do you slide other things besides the guitar? You
need to be in jail with PDD, you know. You need to be in there with Diddy.
I didn't get one word of that.
You make a lot of baby oil jokes. Listen, but...
No, I don't. What I'm saying is a jacket like that has zippers for a reason, and what do you put in the different zippers?
Let me put another jacket, and it's growing is a gradual process, and you really have to eradicate all the outside noise and distraction, and have some sort of tunnel vision, and focus on what your goal is, your purpose is, you know. And once you find that, you have to lock it.
How do I feel about
then the same contradiction now? Something is established in this contradiction, which we call an equilibrium. Equilibrium is a balance between opposing forces.
Pretending that I'm a boxer.
Here's what. Let me give you a contemporary definition of a paradox. You have a graffiti artist, and you have the guy who cleans the wall. The guy who cleans the wall hates the graffiti artist because he has to clean the wall. The graffiti artist hate the guy who cleans the wall because the guy is removing his art. But the paradox is these two individuals, polar opposite end of the stick, they test each other with a passion, but yet their very existence, their very craft, their very livelihood is really contingent on each other. Because the guy don't clean the wall, the graffiti artists have nowhere to draw. And if the graffiti artists don't draw, the guy have nowhere to, you know. And you see the Professor Xavier and Magneto, but it's like the Martin Luther King, Malcolm X philosophy. Eye for an eye, Magneto, and I believe in non-violence, Martin Luther King with let's see. How you like this jacket?
I really like it.
In stuff like drawing, painting, art, music. Just again, you know, our state, our consciousness is something that we have to proactively take initiative to evolve ourselves.
It's so beautiful that I don't even want to stop here. This is almost 2 minutes, but okay.
But the paradox is, these two individuals, polar opposite end of the stick, they test each other with a passion. No, I don't see anything at all. I'm just admiring myself and enjoying your presence and being on the show with freaking Tony Stark himself, Iron Man. Right, it's a biological predisposition. And this is the same phenomenon we see with X-Men. You know,
racquetball, and you're just, well, okay, we didn't expect that. Is this your workout routine, or is this how you meet the opposite sex?
Yo, here's what. Let me give you a contemporary definition of a paradox. You have a graffiti artist, and you're technologically inclined, but you're not intelligent, Tony Stark.
Okay, thanks a lot. I really appreciate that. Glad to have you on the show. No, you can come at me. No, seriously, I have the skin tone for it. I have the skin tone, and I have the elasticity in my nose from pretending that I'm a boxer.
Yo, here's what. Let me give you a contemporary definition of a paradox. You have a graffiti artist.
Listen, I don't know what the only thing that I know is a byproduct of those ballpark Franks.
Well,
they put. That's why I eat butter sausage. I love butter sausage.
Well, a byproduct